afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Montgomery College for this Montgomery College athletic broadcast where your Raptors are going to be taking on the Prince George's Community College Owls in a doubleheader. Men's soccer first, followed by women's soccer. Caleb Scarborough on the call with you for both. My man Miles on the camera work. We'll step aside as starting lineups and national anthems will take place, and then we'll jump into this matchup for you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Montgomery College for this afternoon's matchup between the Owls of Prince George's Community College and your Montgomery College Raptors. Montgomery College is committed to providing an inclusive and respectful environment for everyone. The use of abusive or derogatory language, as well as any violence towards officials, players, coaches, or spectators will not be tolerated and may result in the removal from the stadium and campus facilities. Only players, officials, and team staff are permitted on the field. We kindly ask all spectators to remain off the field at all times, including during halftime and after the conclusion of the game. Thank you for supporting Montgomery College Athletics. Enjoy the game. And now, if we could all please stand for the playing of our national anthem. God bless America. And now it's time to meet the starters. Starting with the Owls, number 0, Ningonia Talong. Number 3, JP Adamelico. Number 7, Carlos Rendon Gomez. Number 10, Kevin Santos. Number 13, Nick Pazzoki. Number 14, Abdul Salam Osman. Number 18, Kamari Kerr. Number 20, David Chiduben. Number 23, Bertus Achapkang. Number 25, Abdul Kaloka. And number 28, Alexi Velasquez. And now, introduce the starting lineup for your Montgomery College Raptors. Number 0, freshman goalkeeper out of Leeds, Alabama, Avery Langford. Number 8, the freshman midfield out of Valencia, Spain, Marcelo Martinez Herrero. Number 9, the freshman out of Veracruz, Mexico, Oscar Alvarado Celias. Number 11, the freshman midfield out of Bordeaux, France, Owen Labarge. Number 12, the sophomore midfield out of Leiden, Netherlands, Boris Agiman. Number 17, the sophomore defender out of Germantown, Maryland, Mateo Munoz. Number 23, sophomore midfield out of Montreal, Canada, Kenji Verhi-Dorhilas. Number 24, freshman midfield out of Berlin, Germany, Benti Bruns. Number 25, the freshman defender out of Woodbridge, Virginia, Dino Perry. Number 30, the freshman defender out of Paris, France, Sheikh Sidi South. And last but not least, number 31, the freshman midfield out of Stone Ridge, Virginia, Joshua Defoe. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your starters. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the match. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first game of our soccer doubleheader here at this Montgomery College broadcast, where the Montgomery College Raptors are taking on the Prince George's Community College Owls here in beautiful Rockville, Maryland. It is a picture-perfect 70 degrees here at kickoff in early October. My name is Caleb Scarborough, and I'm excited to bring you this mid-season matchup between two Maryland junior college programs. Montgomery College, 8-3 overall. They lost their last matchup against the 11th ranked Harcum College 1-0 this past weekend. And on the opposite side, the Owls, 3-4-1 overall. They won their last matchup this past weekend against the College of Southern Maryland 4-1. This is a Raptor team that's currently sitting just outside the top 25. They're receiving votes, so they're right around that 26th ranked team in the NJCAA D1 rankings. However, all three of the losses for the Raptors this season have come against ranked programs. So this Raptors team is a tested team, and the teams they've lost again have been some of the best we've seen this season. Prince George will have a tall task if they plan to take out this Raptor squad, and it'll be interesting to see how the Raptors respond after dropping their match this past weekend. As I said, thanks for tuning into this broadcast on the Montgomery College Athletics channel. My name's Caleb Scarborough. My man Miles on the camera here with you. We'll be here for both as we are underway. Your Raptors starting lineup in the goal is 00 Avery Langford. And then following numerically here, we've got number 8, Marcelo Herrero, 9, Oscar Salas, 11, Owen Labordi, 12, Boris Aguiman, 17, Mateo Munoz, 23, Kenji Vertil Dorelis, 24, Binti Bruns, 25, Dean Paris, 30, Sheikh Sidi Sao, and number 31, Joshua Dufault. For this visiting Owls team, in the goals, number 0, Nagonia Tahan. Then number 3, JP Timko, 7, Carlos Gomez, 10, Kevin Santos, 13, Nick Pazaki, 14, Abdussalam Osman, 18, Kamari Kerr, 20, Chabadoum Ihizu, 23, Bertus Acha King, 25, Abdul Kalako, and 28, Alexis Velasquez. Good ball played in here. Nice job there by number 28, Velasquez, cutting that one out. This Raptors team has an absolutely devastating offense. They've scored 53 goals this season in 11 matches. And as I was saying, this is going to be a tall task for this Owls team, as they have only scored 10 goals on the season. And that's something that we'll keep an eye on, because this Raptors team can absolutely pour in some goals rapidly. And it looks like the Raptors are going to have their first chance at a corner, but the referee's going to call a goal kick here. That is a little bit surprising. Thought for sure there was a deflection there. It looked almost like everybody did, but we will have a goal kick nevertheless. As I mentioned, this Raptors team, all 3 losses coming against teams that are ranked in the top 25 of the country. Harcum was ranked number 11th when they lost to them. Daytona State's ranked at number 6. And my page has stopped loading, so I'll have to give you a 3rd one here in a second. So both teams' identities really have become set as we hit this mid-season point. Once you get to the end of September, 1st of October, these teams have played quite a bit of soccer. It's amazing as once October gets here, the national tournament is right at the end of the month. I believe the tournament starts, the regional tournament that is, I believe it starts right at the end of October. So the season truly flies by. The first match of the season for the Raptors was back on August 29th, their first regular season match. So you're looking at only a 2-month season. You put in all that work and it goes by quickly. One of the reasons I talk so heavily about injuries and how big of an impact that can have on a student athlete and their development during the season. It's because you miss so much time just with a little injury here or there. So 0-0 is our score here. This Raptors team, I would say, is heavily favored in this one from a talent perspective and just statistically looking at things. But here's a chance for the Owls. A big touch there. That was number 10, Santos. He took a big touch, tripped over his own feet, wasn't able to break away on that. Ball played out wide. This is Dufo. So foul on the far side. It'd be a Raptor free kick. Raptors tried to play quickly. Referee said, hold on. Let's make sure the ball's in the right spot here. Head coaches for both teams for your Raptors. Pedro Braz, local legend here, continues to develop high-end talent. Then on the other side, Coach Tai Akinimboni for the Owls. He's assisted by Kevin Carrillo. Coach Akinimboni was the interim coach last year. He was the assistant coach that named the head coach. He actually played for the Owls back in the late 90s. Ball flicked on, cleared away by number 28, Velasquez. He's rocking the captain band back there on the back line for this Owls team. Also rocking a captain band is number 10, Santos. He's playing up top. Bruns with it. Raptors poking around. Nobody communicated there. It's Laborde. He turned it over. Good hustle here by number 8, Herrero. Great battle between him and number 25, Calico. Langford getting to touch it for the first time. Langford, a freshman out of Leeds, Alabama. Not Not a great pass here, and Raptors turn it over. And the Raptors' 3 losses this season, they've only scored 1 goal total in all 3 of those, which is really a complete opposite of what we've talked about before, Miles. When you look at this team that's scored 53 goals this season, in 3 matches, they've only scored 1 goal. So that takes, in 8 matches, this team has scored 52 goals. I'll let you do a little bit of math there to think about what that average comes out to be. But in 8 matches, 52 goals, it's truly amazing. Really 2 sides of the coin. One, how good those teams that the Raptors have lost against to be able to stop this Raptors offense, who has just been incredible. And then on the flip side, this is a Raptors team that can score a ton of goals really quickly. So it'll be interesting to see what the Owls can do here, because the Owls, they don't have a lot of offense themselves. So if they can't really try to beat this Raptors team in a shootout, their best hope is to keep this Raptors team to 1 goal max and try to squeeze one out. So those of you that were waiting to figure out the math on that, so this team averages over 6 goals in those 8 wins. In their 3 losses, they've averaged 0.3 goals. They only scored 1 goal in those 3 losses. Again, some teams that are highly ranked in the junior college world. So here's a switch here by Aguiman. It's a beautiful ball. I've gotten caught there in the sun a little bit there for Perry. Sun is setting at our back here, as you can see the shadows playing on the field. Reminder, women's soccer will follow this men's match. You can catch that one live as well on the Montgomery College Athletics channel. Aguiman plays this one in, a little bit of a dangerous pass. Bruns is going to poke it back to him. Munoz plays it up. Good little play there by Peri, using his chest to pass that ball. Raptors trying to be patient here. Found a little bit of space. Bad pass there by Herrero. He turns it over. Owls looking to counter. This is Calico. He tries to poke it to the middle, gets it through. Osman takes a big foul there, and this is going to be a dangerous free kick opportunity for the Owls. If you're the Owls, you've got to capitalize on this play. This is one of those opportunities from about 22 yards out. Looks like number 18, Kerr, is going to stand over it. He's going to ask for his 10 yards. Raptors are only keeping 1 in the wall right now, Miles, which I find really surprising. They think Kerr has no chance of putting this one on goal. So Kerr's standing over. I think he's going to put this one on goal. I mean, the spot of this, he's going to lay it off inside, and I don't know what that was, Miles, but you're never going to score a goal with whatever that play was. Raptors counterattacking. Here's Sellis with it. He's breaking away. He's got the angle. Takes it to the goal line. Drops it back. Here's Bruns. Takes a big touch. Ball poked away for a corner. I mean, going back to that, Miles, I don't really know when you're 22 yards out why you're just going to try to force a pass in. I mean, they only put 1 man in the wall. You got to shoot the rock. Like, you have got to put the ball on goal. I don't care what that looks like, but to try to pass it from 22 yards and pass it on the ground, it wasn't even a cross. To pass it on the ground, that's just not great play design or decision-making there by the Owls. And again, this is a team that doesn't score a lot of goals, and they need some offense if they're going to try to beat this Raptors team. So Raptors short corner doesn't work for him, but ball goes out. It'll be another corner kick here for the Raptors. Ball played in, and looks like that one took a Raptors touch and goes out of play. So Raptors two corners here early. Good looking move there by number 18, Kerr. Man, what a play. To catch that one out of the air and spin with it at the same time, Miles, that is not an easy move. This is Pizzoki. He's going to play it out wide. Owls trying to build a little bit of momentum here. That ball takes a deflection, and it will go out for a corner. Let's see what the Owls can do on this first corner of the evening. This break and play is a good time to remind you to keep track of all things Raptors by visiting mcraptors.com. Fall sports, you've got men and women's soccer and volleyball all going on. And you're not going to believe this, but men and women's basketball will be here before you know it. So keep track of all teams at mcraptors.com. This corner, a wild-looking shot, but then a rebounded shot by number 18, Kerr. And nice save there by Langford. Miles, I hate to be like I told you so, but Kerr was the man that could have done that same thing on the free kick. I mean, he just ripped the cover off of that ball. Langford doing a good job of blocking it. Still dangerous. That's a kick. Referee says no foul. That's a dangerous play there. Ostman looked to rip that one. That ball was about hip high, though, and somebody ran right through him. Referee's not going to give him that call, but I'll tell you right now, that looked like it hurt. But I'd like to just point out, like I said, Kerr with an absolute rocket there a second ago with that shot. It's one of those reasons why I was saying on that free kick when he's 22 yards out to put that ball on goal and don't try to play something cheeky, try to make a pass. Whenever you have a foot like that, you got to test the keeper, Langford. Here's C.D. Sal. He's going to try to play a ball over the top to Sellis. Missed opportunity there for the Owls. They'll turn it over. Here's Aguiman. He's going to switch the field here to his fellow center back, Munoz. And Munoz is going to try to play a long ball. That's another one that's going to really hurt there, Miles. Got two Raptors down. Now one's up, but his wing has been clipped a little bit. You've got one Raptor that is still down on the ground. Can't tell who that is from right here. Good news is that both Raptors are back up. That was Dufo. Looks like referee stopped play here. Checking on an injury, it looks like. Here's Munoz, gonna switch it to Aguiman. He's got another switch if he wants it, he'll take it. Bruins checking in. He's being closely followed by number 7, Gomez. So the Raptors are gonna play it long. Nice battle there in the midfield. Raptors able to hold on to it. Raptors trying to be patient. I think the Owls defense has been really stout early in this one. Foul there. A little bit of extracurricular activity there on the ball when that foul was called. So referee's going to have a quick conversation with an Owl. Here's Laborde. He's going to play it near side to C.D. Sow. Tried to give a give and go there. A little bit too much heat on that one. Ball's going to roll out of play. It'll be a goal kick. Owls have really stood up to start this match. The Raptors have yet to get a really great opportunity. They do have 2 shots and 1 registered as a shot on goal. I beg to say that the shot by Kerr was a more dangerous opportunity between the 2 teams. So Owl throw in on the far side. Neither team has used a substitution here. Fatigue really shouldn't be a factor for most of these teams at this point in the season. Both teams have played almost 10 games apiece. Here's Osman. He tried to play a cross in, not a good cross. Go out of play here for a goal kick. Langford will get us restarted. This is Munoz to Aggie Man. We've seen them play back and forth here early in this match. I think I need to see more though, as I want to start seeing some of those outside backs either push up higher or see these wings start to check in to try to escape this pressure. The Owls are doing a great job with their positioning. That's a good ball in and a great touch by Celis. He tries to switch the field, play it over the top to Herrero. That's going to be a tough ball to make as the keeper, Tahan, comes out and snags it. Bit of a breeze here at Montgomery College. Those of you that may be new to the broadcast, we are in Rockville, Maryland, which is right outside the District of Columbia in the DMV area. This Raptors team is 8-3 overall. They lost their last matchup this past weekend against the number 11 ranked team in the country, 1-0. They are looking to rebound and get back into their winning ways. Ooh, a lot of contact there. I think we will get a card here. Oh, I don't know if that was on 7. All right. So card here is going to go on number 7, Gomez. He's going to pick up a yellow card. Something we've seen a lot of this season here at Montgomery College is a lot of cards, whether that's yellow or red. There's been something of a really physical season. So Herrero's going to take this one. He's going to hit this with his left. He's going to try to play this in like a cross. He wants to put this at about 10 yards out, right between that penalty spot and the box. So he hits that one way too close near post into the arms harmlessly of the keeper, Tahan. You want to see that ball there played by Herrero with a little bit more height on it and better located. Not a great chance there. This Owls team 3-4-1 overall in the season. One of their biggest challenges has been scoring, as they only have 10 goals through 8 games. Either team holding on to this ball. But a good pass here by number 11, Laborde, helping the Raptors escape the pressure. The Owls doing a great job of recovering. Here is Kerr, a lot of contact there, no call. You want him to switch the field there. Delayed switch here by number 23, Achi Kong. A lot of dancing with the ball on the far side. Raptors do a good job of defending, win it back, play it up to Celis, escape that pressure. Raptors looking to push here. They've got 3v3. Here's a chance, a hit, just wide. That was number 23, Kenji, breaking away with that one. Hit it with his left, try to place it into that far post. And the ball just goes wide of the goal. That'll bring us to our first substitution of the evening. For the Raptors, coming in will be number 26, Paulo Perez. Here's Celis laying it off to the newly subbed in Perez. He plays it up. Here is Kenji. Dancing with that right foot, hits it with his left, trying to play a cross in. Ball took a bounce. Looks like it hit Dufo right in the forehead. He wasn't ready for that one. Can't blame him. Took a nasty deflection. This Pizzoki tries to play it out wide. A good tackle there, but it looks like it was just a little off. Referee does call a foul. We'll have a stoppage of the clock here. I believe that's number 14, Osman. That's on the ground. So the positioning of this ball here, Miles, I would truly be shocked if this was a shot, okay? This is when you do want to play it as a cross. The angle of this one much better suited for a cross to play in. We'll see what the Owls decide on here. This Owls team has been relatively strong in the air thus far. I'd like to see number 20, Aihizu, who's on top of the ball, try to float this one in between that penalty spot and the keeper, about 6 or 8 yards out. Waiting on the whistle from the ref. Here it is. Ball played in, floated. A couple of Owls end up on the ground. Ball still bouncing around. And that is Perez, who clears it up to Celis. Celis drops it back, trying to find a streaking Kenji. And Perez hunts it down. Raptors trying to build some possession here. CD Sal plays it to Perez, back inside to Kenji, who's going to drop it back. And Raptors are going to try to build out of the back here. Here's Laborde. Munoz, his long balls have not been kind to him this evening. He struggled to locate a handful of them early on. Ball played near side. Here's CD Sal. Playing it to Kenji. Kenji's going to look to switch it to Laborde. Nice run here. Ball played inside to Dufo. A lot of contact here. He's going to switch it to Kenji. Raptors trying to be patient and building this one up. Here's Perez. 3 Raptors in the box. Not a great cross there. Ball flicked over. Sellis trying to chase after it. Heads up play there by the keeper to Hahn. Owls are looking to play quickly. Pizzoki with it. Playing it up the line. A good pass there. He's got space if he can keep it in. And a bad touch. Ball's going to roll out of play. Raptor throw in on the far side. This Raptors team is being patient, playing out of the back. Not looking to force anything. As soon as I say that, a bad pass from Aggie Man turns it over. A lot of contact there from C.D. Sal. No call. Raptors going to try to capitalize. Here's Perez. Referee's going to tell him to stand up. Seeing some calls that are either not being called and a little bit of frustration on both sides. I would not be surprised to see the referee pull out a card here pretty soon to kind of bring the tension level down. This ball tried to play over the top. Aggieman chasing after it. He gets there, not able to get a good clearance on it. So it'll be a throw in for the Owls here on the near side. That will give the Owls a chance to make a substitution. Looks like this is number 6 for the Owls. Rennie Carbajal, a freshman midfielder out of Temple Hills, Maryland. Nice little pass inside there by Calico. He drops it back. C.D. Sal takes a big hit and takes a deflection, so it'll be a Raptors throw in here near the corner flag. C.D. Sal is going to keep on walking until the referee tells him to stop. Referee is not looking at all, though. He just moved up about 10 yards on that throw in. Bourdet dropping it back. Aggieman looking to switch. Owls chasing after the Raptors here, trying to keep their defensive positioning. Done an excellent job keeping this potent Raptor offense in check through the first 28 minutes of this match. Raptors offense has struggled a little bit here early. I say that because this is a team we're used to scoring a ton of goals this season, averaging almost 5 goals a game. Shot here from deep, just bends out wide. Number 11, Laborde, took that one from about 25 out. And that ball just kept on bending. So we're going to have a handful of substitutions here for both teams. I'll get those for you as I can. Looks like number 28, Michael Osorio. Number 6, Goldstone for your Raptors, and number 13, Kuhn. So Raptors use 4 substitutions here in this one. Here's Laborde trying to play it up to Kuhn. That ball's going to roll out of play. For the Owls, number 5, Junior Ramos has entered. Raptors used 4 subs so far. Owls have used 2. For the Raptors, Perez, the sophomore out of Milan, Italy. Number 28, Osorio, freshman out of Silver Spring. number 13, Kuhn out of Wellington, New Zealand, and number 6, Goldstone, the freshman out of South Africa. Owls trying to provide some sort of support here to number 14, Osman. Great job tracking back there. Was number 25, Paris, for the Raptors. He chased Osman all the way back, about 25 yards to win that one. So we hit the half-hour mark in this competition. 0-0 is our score. Raptors taking on the Prince George's Community College Owls. Caleb Scarborough on the call for this one. A reminder, women's soccer will be in action following this one. All you have to do is switch over to that broadcast about 20 minutes after this men's match finishes. Ball played in. C.D. Sal gets ahead on it. Langford comes out and grabs that one with ease. Neither team has tested the keeper in the last 10 or 15 minutes. Here's Osorio with it. Plays it near side to C.D. Sal. Back to Osorio. He's got a little bit of space. Gonna play it to Perez. Perez dancing. Plays it up. Try to find number 6, Goldstone. Excellent job by that center back, the captain, Velasquez. Movement up top hasn't been bad for the Raptors, but what I want to see more is playing some of these balls down the line. That's one of the ways to kind of stretch this defense a bit. Start playing some of these long balls that are directional, hitting them down the line, not just trying to play them over the top, because this center back rotation, especially Velasquez back there for the Owls, has done an exceptional job of really finding the ball and hunting down any Raptors trying to make that over the top run. Sorio dropping it back to Aguiman. Back inside, Laborde. So I like what I'm seeing here, but I want to see the Raptors get more vertical. So play this one inside here and then look to make that run behind. So what I'm talking about here is whenever Perez checks in on this near side, Celis should be checking in behind him almost diagonally to play that ball over the top. Make that center back do a lot of work, make that communication happen between the center backs and the outside backs, and really try to test this Owls back line. So that's what I'm talking about here. If Aguiman swings this one more time. So I'll kind of lay this out here for you. Aguiman plays it inside to Osorio. He's got space. I like this pass inside to Goldstone. And then nothing great there. So Raptors not able to capitalize on that patience. So I like that switching it around. I like finding it inside to Osorio, finding Laborde, but they've got to be able to get it inside and turn. They've got to be able to turn and got to be able to push forward. That's really the only way to escape this pressure. This Owls do such a great job of keeping their position and marking up well. So you've got to be a little bit creative with your ability to turn or some quick 1-2 give and go actions. So Raptors are going to make their 5th and 6th substitutions here. So it looks like number 10, Ilian Afonso, the freshman of Lyon, France. And number 36, Guilherme Marinho, sophomore out of Germantown. Offsides is the call. Something that we've seen, especially for number 10, Afonso, through different matches this season. He, at times, has struggled to stay onside. Excellent job by the new sub, number 36, Marinho. He has a little bit of speed here, but excellent job tracking back is number 25, Calico. So Raptors corner as we enter the 36th minute. Neither team able to find the back of the net, and truly neither keeper has been tested much. Both teams with only a shot on goal. Referee seeing a lot of physicality in the box right now. So here's Marinho. He's going to take this corner. Plays it. It's a hard ball to handle. Afonso, one touch, two touch, left touch. Shot is way too high. No foul call there. Referee says play on. Goldstone, he definitely takes some contact, and he's going to go down for a free kick. And just like I was saying a few minutes ago, there's going to be a little bit of physicality, especially since the referee hasn't called a couple that have been really 50-50 calls. I've seen refs go both ways with it. And the referee didn't make a call about 10 seconds before that foul. Both teams need to keep their heads here. Owls are going to put 3 in the wall. Afonso's going to stand over the top of it. I really doubt Afonso's going to shoot this one. Really fully expect him to try to float in across. Tries to feed that one right through the gap. Played that one just a little bit too fast. I don't think any of the Raptors were ready for that quick play. Goldstone going up and winning that one. Here's Perez playing it outside. Too slow there by the Raptors. This Raptors offense is not being able to get much of a flow. The Owls defense has been up to the task, doing a great job of marking and really making it difficult for the Raptors to get any sort of space. Marinho, his cross is blocked. Afonso doing a good job with his body. Cheeky shot of Chimp there. You definitely say Afonso, since he's come on, has had an impact. Already registered 3 different shots. None of them on goal, but 3 shots nonetheless. Here's Afonso, lays it off. Perez, right foot, and hits that one too weakly. Easy one there for Tahan. There was a real chance for the Raptors to get on the board. Not able to take advantage of it. Nice move here from Laborde on the far side. Somehow he wins it back. Here's Perez. Laborde tries to hit one over the top to Afonso. And you're not going to believe this, but the offside flag did come up. Something we have, like I said, Afonso has struggled this season staying onside. As we hit the 40-minute mark here in this first half. Reminder, women's soccer following this match about 20 minutes after we finish here in the men's. All you gotta do is switch over to that channel. Caleb Scarborough will be on the call for both of them. My man Miles working the camera. We are being absolutely spoiled with the weather today. Perfect 70 degrees at kickoff. Could not ask for better weather for this early October matchup between these two Maryland junior college teams. This Raptors team that's heavily favorited in this one, as we have 0-0 our score. Here's Laborde, tries to feed it inside. It's a good-looking pass. Owls do a good job of marking. They clear it out for a corner kick. This will be the Raptors' fourth corner. This is going to be number 17, Munoz, taking this corner. Nope, never mind. Munoz decides he's not going to take the corner, so Afonso is now going to go over and take this corner. Raptors like to run a play out of this for the most part. They like to play the ball short. We'll see what Afonso does. He's going to play it to the near post. Owls are able to cut it out. Pair of Owls trying to put some pressure on this Raptors defense. Laborde's there. Does a good job stopping that breakaway. Here's Velasquez. Near side up to Calico. Calico with it. Plays it inside. Big touch there by number 5, Ramos. And we're back with Velasquez. He's going to try to play a ball over the top. Mourinho does a great job tracking back. He gets the first touch. Here is Kerr. He dances and drops it back to Calico. Owls have the switch if they want it. They try to get it there. Cut out by number 17, Munoz. Here is Goldstone. He's got a lot of speed. Back to Munoz. Raptors going to play out the back like they've done all this first half. Going to take their time with it. Switch this ball near side. Mourinho with a good touch. Plays it into Laborde. Good little 1-2, but a bad pass there by Osorio. Turns it over. Here goes Pazaki. He's only got one Owl here helping him. Owls start to push up a little bit. Here's Osman. And that's a lot of contact there. No foul is the call. Little surprise, and this is what I was talking about earlier, Miles, when I said you don't make one call, and about 10 seconds later, there's another foul that goes against you. You feel like you got double penalized. You didn't get the one foul call, and then you get penalized for a foul call. It's not a great feeling, and it's happened now 3 times to the Owls, so something to keep an eye on. As the referee is now talking with one of the players. Believe me, I've seen a lot of this college soccer, Miles, playing it myself and being around it, and I can read the body language pretty easily when it comes to these types of calls. Got 1 minute here in the first half. 0-0 is our score. Raptors trying to break this stalemate with a last-second goal here in this first half. Looks like it's going to be a throw-in in the corner, if I'm not mistaken. Half a minute to go. Ball thrown in. Goldstone flicks it. Ball's still alive. And the Owls do clear. That's Ramos. He lays it off. We've got 15 seconds to go here. See if the Owls just try to hold on to it to end this half, and it looks like they may.
9, 8, 7, 6,
Or will they?
5,
5 seconds to go here. Going to lay it off. Need to take a shot if they're going to do anything. And that will be the end of the first half. 0-0 our score here at the halftime break. Neither team able to really make a statement, as the defenses of both have been stout. We'll step away for about 15 minutes and get back underway for half number 2. Our score, your Raptors 0 and the visiting Prince George's Community College Owls 0. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half here at Montgomery College. 0-0 is our score as the Raptors and Owls are locked in a battle here, one that I didn't anticipate, as this is a Raptors team that has been unbelievable on the offensive side of the ball, averaging almost 5 goals a game. And on the flip side, this is an Owls team that's defense has really shown, but offensively they have struggled this season. We'll see what's going to happen here in the second half as both teams are ready to get started. Raptors going from right to left on your screen. They are in the white unis as we are underway. So Raptors made a half dozen substitutions in the first half. Here is Munoz. He played the entirety of the first half, drops it back to C.D. Sal, and he will try to switch the field. Kerr gets ahead on it, go out of play. Raptors throw in on the far side. As I mentioned, this Raptors team offensively has been incredible this season, but this afternoon they have struggled quite a bit. Neither team getting much flow going. Raptors with 3 shots on goal, Owls with 1. Here's Dufo. He's going to try to switch the field, and he does. This is Mourinho. He takes a wild shot, and that one's not even close. That'll be a goal kick here. As I said, Raptors made a half dozen substitutions there in that first half between Perez, Osorio, Afonso, Goldstone, Kuhn, and Mourinho. Of those, it looks like Afonso is off and Kuhn is off. Tough ball played into Bruns. He does a good job of holding on to it. Laborde able to poke that one away. Here's Munoz near side. Plays it inside to Bruns. Good one touch back to Laborde. Looking to switch it. Here is Goldstone. Good pass. This one played down the line. Here's Kenji. We know he's got the speed. Does he have the strength? And it looks like he's going to commit the foul. Raptors going to play all the way out the back from Langford, the keeper. Going to try to build up from here. Kenji was checking 2. Aguiman didn't see him. Raptors are going to have to sit deeper to receive this ball, or those wingers are going to have to start making those line runs. You play it down the line like this right here. Ball played over the top. Celis battling, trying to get to it, but Velasquez is up to the job as he's been all afternoon. Laborde plays it inside to Kenji. One touches it, and ball is stolen. Not a great pass there. Last touch by the Raptors. Throw in here. This will be Ihizu with it. A lot of conversations here happening between number 14, Osman, and number 17, Munoz. As Osman beats one, and Aguiman comes in and clears that one for a corner kick. We saw towards the end of that first half, Miles, I started to mention some of the physicality and some of those missed calls. And I wouldn't necessarily say missed calls, but 50-50 calls that have gone the direction of the Raptors. It got the Owls a little bit frustrated. See how the referee keeps this game in check. Pazzoki taking this corner. Ball floats in. Nobody close to it for the Owls. Headed away. A wild-looking left-footed kick here. Langford's going to go up and grab it. Owls have been happy to see the Raptors just kind of switch the ball back and forth. They've done such an excellent job of keeping their defense together. As they get a steal here, here's Kerr. Try to beat Aggie, man. He poked it away. Owls get it back, though. It takes a deflection, and C.D. Sowell's going to get a big clearance on that one. Kinji with it far side. He is going to be fouled. Referee being a little bit picky here with the spot of this ball. Goldstone going to play it near side to C.D. Sowell. C.D. Sowell trying to play it up to Kinji. Kinji with a great touch, but great defense here by number 25, Calico. He pokes that one away. Will be a Raptors throw in on the far side. Says Mourinho, going to take this throw. Ball's headed by an Owl. Makes its way. Owls have it. They are looking to counterattack. We'll see what number 25, Calico, decides to do. He plays it up to Osman. Osman being held, no call. Lays it off. Here's Santos. Bad touch by Santos. Owls had a good chance there, Miles. Just a couple of bad touches there in the middle of the field. Turn this one back over to the Raptors. Now Kinji with a beautiful touch. He's on his left. Still dribbling, flicks it with the outside. Shot is saved. Not a good hit there by Celis. Great work by Kinji. Dancing with it, keeping it glued to that left foot. He hit it with the outside of his right. Found Celis. And Celis had a little bit too much time. Didn't get a good hit on that one. "52 minutes have passed here in this matchup, as I see the women's soccer teams for both sides starting to get warmed up. A reminder, women's soccer following this match. You can catch that one live at mcraptors.com. Keep track of all things Raptors. Men and women's soccer going on and volleyball this fall. And as I mentioned in the first half, you're not going to believe this, but men and women's basketball getting started soon as well. You'll be able to keep track of all things at mcraptors.com. Been a perfect afternoon for soccer. Temperature right now at about 67 degrees. You couldn't ask for better weather. This mid-season matchup between these two Maryland junior college programs. Referee decides to call that one, and it's kind of surprised me that he did whenever the Raptors didn't really need the free kick. They were playing on. It's one of those that's a little bit of a whistle-happy referee right now. So Raptors have a free kick. Munoz is going to stand over it. We'll see if he decides to play a ball in. Instead, he plays it short. Here's C.D. Sowell with it. He tries to play it in. Ball almost found its way to Celis, who was making that run. I don't think any Owl saw him making that run. Just wasn't able to get through that one on time. Raptors have not been able to break through just yet. Both teams 0-0 is our score. Referee is going to blow the whistle as we have a Owl down. Back underway here. You feel the intensity from the Raptors starting to ratchet up a little bit, playing a little bit higher pressure when they lose the ball. Good dancing there. Plays it in, takes a deflection, ball still alive. Nobody has it. Takes another deflection. Laborde has it, and he looks to clear. A little dangerous spot there in the back. Raptors able to clear it. Now they're trying to counterattack. Here's Dufo. Dufo trying to beat one, cuts it in with his right, floats it in. Too much on that one. That'll roll out of play for a goal kick. One of the best opportunities for the Owls moments ago, that loose ball in the box. Raptors weren't able to get a good clearance off of it. So it took a deflection. Laborde was able to clear it. Goldstone wins that one easily. Bad pass there. Laborde gets to it, plays it a little bit too far, but Munoz with enough speed to track that one down. Here's Dufo making a run. We know he likes his right, but he's going to cut it to his left, flick it to the middle. Lots of deflection. Ball ends up in the hand of the keeper. Owls are looking to play fast. I don't recommend, as they are struggling to contain this Raptors team. As I mentioned, the intensity from the Raptors seems to have ratcheted up here in about the past minute and a half, 2 minutes. If you're the Owls, you've got to slow this one down. Your defense has been stellar, holding this incredible offense for the Raptors to 0 goals and only a handful of chances. Getting a little bit loose in the back line. Couple substitutions here. Number 6, Carabajal, he re-enters. Good battle there by Ramos. He wins it. Ball flicked on. Munoz near side, looking for something. Not a whole lot of movement here. Goldstone standing still. Dufo checked back, but really needed to play it down the line if he wanted the ball. So the Raptors do what they've done all afternoon. They switch the field. Here's Goldstone, heads it to Laborde. Laborde plays Kenji into the space on the outside. Kenji drops it back. Goldstone has Munoz and Dufo. If you're Munoz, you've got to make this line run here. Try to draw a defender out. So right now, Miles, there's not a whole lot of movement here in the center. There's nobody here to receive the ball for the Raptors. So if that's the case, you're going to have to play some long balls in, some long crosses. Here's Celis. Lays it off to Bruns. He's able to get to it. He's dancing, trying to beat an Owl. Not able to do so, but Bruns gets it back. Dribbling on his right, takes it to the goal line, a sliding tackle, and the referee calls a PK. A generous call, I might think. A hard tackle, and it's one of those things they tell you, do not go to the ground in the box unless you are certain you're going to make the tackle. And that is one of those 50-50 calls I've been talking about all night, Miles, where it could have gone either way, in my opinion. And a lot of them have gone against the Owls, but that is a dangerous slide tackle to make in the box. That's one of those that from a coach's perspective, if you're going to go to the ground, you better make sure you get the ball and you get only the ball. So Raptors with a chance here to break this tie and take the lead in the 59th minute. Dufo stands over the ball. Steps in with his right. A save! A save! What a save by the keeper, Tahan. The Raptors are playing quick. Tahan doesn't see it. Celis gets ahead, and it goes wide. Unbelievable. The Owls almost did too much celebrating there, Miles, and almost got caught with a goal from Celis. It's one of those, I know you want to be pumped, but you got to get your head back on straight. It is not over. You are still 0-0. But like I've been saying for the past 5 or 6 minutes, this Raptors team has ratcheted up the pressure, and this Owls team is just trying to hold on. It feels inevitable that this Raptors team is going to score. So we've got an Owl on the ground here. We're still playing. Goldstone has it. Aguiman comes in. He clears it, and Owl is still on the ground. No stoppage of play. We're still playing. Kenji beats one. There's a lot of people going to the ground here, Miles. It's one of those things we got to keep an eye on. And I've mentioned it already, as there's one of those fouls that is going to go to the pocket. It really was going to happen. I mean, it was really obvious just from the aggressiveness. Some of these 50-50 calls that haven't gone the way of the Owls has really gotten them fired up. So we're going to have our second yellow card. This one's going to go against Kenji. Ladies and gentlemen at home, if you thought this game was intense, and let me just tell you, this next half hour, it's only going to get even more intense. I'm going to have Miles write down his number of yellow cards he expects to happen over the next 30 minutes. Dufo with a good turn. Looks to switch it. Bad pass there to Kenji. Referee is going to call a foul. It's one of those things, referee does have to start calling those, Miles. He's got to start calling that type of stuff. That grabbing as Dufo is dribbling, if he really wants to stop this game from getting out of control, that's the type of stuff he has to call a foul on to make people realize, yo, you grab, you do any of this, I'm calling a foul every single time. And that's what you've got to do. You've got to set that tone, because I've been saying it since the first half. There were some 50-50 calls that could have gone either way, whether it's a foul or not, that weren't called, and that just kind of has heightened here in the second half. Munoz still has it, dribbling all the way back. He floats it into Laborde. Laborde beats one, lays it in. Here's Munoz with his left. He's going to float it, and not a great cross there. It'll go harmlessly out of play for a goal kick. So shots have started to rack up here for this Raptors team. 5 shots on goal, 14 shots overall. Goldstone wins another header. Marino plays it into Kenji. There's space here. Back out to Kenji. He's battling on the far side. It looks like it took a deflection. It did. It will be a Raptors corner. Their 6th of the evening. Just feel this pressure the Raptors are applying right now. Just feel like one of these balls is going to find the back of the net. Going to have an in-swinger here. Ball played in. Floated over the head of C.D. Sow. He's not able to get to it. Bruns is chasing after. He drops it back to Aggieman. Aggieman, a 50-50 chance. He's able to win that 50-50 ball. Dangerous ball as number 11, Kungo, was chasing after it. And then that ball played over the top to Kungo. He was obviously offside. Kenji's got to go to the ball there. He loses it. Laborde, he's really been everywhere. Gets it back. Here's Kenji. Too big of a touch. He loses it. This ball's floated in, though. Celis goes up. The keeper goes up. 50-50. That ball bounced around, and Tahan will end up snagging it. If you're the Owls, it just kind of feels like they're just trying to hold on. I mean, that is kind of the vibe we've got in the last 7 or 8 minutes, as they have not done much offensively, and this Raptors team just continues to put the pressure on this offensive third. This Owls team that had been so good matching up and not letting these balls find empty space. Can the Raptors find a breakthrough here? Here's Aggieman. Not a great pass there to Mourinho. That's a turnover. Pizzoki has it on his left. Goldstone all over him. Lays it off. Kungo drops it back. A shot, and that one's just high. One of the better shots we've seen from the Owls this evening is a tough one. We will have a substitution here for the Raptors. This is going to be number 15, Andres Rojas Pradilla, the sophomore out of Bogota, Colombia. Less than 25 to go here in this one. 0-0 our score. Raptors' pressure has been really ramping up the past 8 or 10 minutes. They have not been able to break through just yet. This Owls team desperately trying to hold on. Their defense has been solid. A lot of contact here. Osman able to escape. Ramos plays it up, drops it back. Ramos loses it, though. Here's Bruns. He tries to fit it into Dufo. We do have an Owl on the ground here. That is number 14, Osman. Play is going to continue. Rojas Pradilla beats one. That ball is cleared. It will be a corner kick. So we're going to have a substitution here. Looks like number 14, Osman, is going to slowly make his way off. He's going to bring back in number 23, Acha King. Raptors are trying to find the back of the net here with this corner kick. Their 7th of the night. Ball played in to the back post. Aguiman gets ahead on it. Velasquez clears it. Raptors still have it. Rojas Padilla drops it back. Here's Marino. The ball takes a deflection. It's going to be a throw-in here for the Raptors. A lot of contact there. Looks like Kenji was fouled. So will be a dangerous spot here for a free kick for the Raptors. It's Marino on the ball here. Here comes the ball. Played in. Kenji back heels it. CD Sao not able to get anything on that. Bounces into the hand of Tahan. Really feels like this Raptors team is getting closer and closer. They keep applying this pressure to this Owls team, and the Owls defense has gotten a little bit lazy. Haven't been marking up as well in the second half. Some bad fouls have also led to some dangerous opportunities, and here's another one for the Raptors. This free kick, Munoz standing over the top of it. Going to try to find the head of Sao or Goldstone. Goldstone has been so solid in the air tonight. I haven't seen anybody beat him to a ball. Good tracking there by the Owls. Laborde wins it. Munoz with a sliding tackle. And the Owls just look to clear. Here's Langford. He's going to have to clear it, and he does. Not a great touch. Ball's just bouncing around. A little bit of kickball going on here. As Dufo's going to take just a bump and fall down. Generous call on that one. Granted, Dufo sold that one really well. There's Dufo. He tries to flick it on. Owls are able to clear it. Aguiman playing it back in. A really bad pass, though. Ball gets hit over the top. Here's Kungo. Aguiman does a good job of cutting that one away. So we hit the 70-minute mark. 20 minutes to go. 0-0 is our score. And what has really been a shocker thus far is this Raptors team really has been dominant against unranked foes this season. But the Owls have been so stingy on defense. Done an excellent job keeping this powerful offense in check. Here's Kungo. He's going to switch it here to the near side to Aihizu. He has it, plays it inside to Bazoki. Bazoki takes it goal line. Ball is blocked. Good defense there by number 15, Rojas Padilla. And it's going to turn out to be nothing for the for the Owls. So Raptors will have a goal kick. As the sun is about to fully set here at Montgomery College. Miles and I made sure to pack some long sleeves for this evening as the temperature is going to continue to drop on us. Reminder, women's soccer will be in play about 20 minutes after this matchup finishes. You can catch that one live on the Montgomery College Athletics channel. Langford plays this ball up. CD Sal tries to play a streaking Munoz. Not a great pass. That's going to be a turnover. This Raptors team, next matchup will be on Saturday. That's a home one against Monroe Community College. That one is at 1 p.m. You can catch that one live on Montgomery College Athletics channel. The next week, a pair of games all the way, really 2 games a week at least, all the way towards the end of the month when the NJCAA Region 20 men's soccer tournament starts on the 30th of October. Here's Aguiman with it. Going to bring it back. CD Sal. Going to play it to Munoz. Rojas Padilla beats one, takes a bump. Problem is, Rojas Padilla used his full arm to get that space before he fell down. Borde switches it. Mourinho with the touch. He's got Kenji on the line. Instead, he's going to play the ball into the box. Trying to find the newly subbed on, number 33, Jet Ryan Reed. Gonna have an offside flag go up here. 16 minutes to go in this one, 0-0 our score. Kenji near that corner flag. He plays it in. It looks like it took a deflection, so it will be a corner kick for the Raptors. The Raptors' 8th corner of the night. None of them have led to a goal. The Raptors have had a penalty kick that was saved by the keeper, Tahan. That really got things flowing for this Raptors team, but they have not been able to find the back of the net yet. So this is Mourinho taking the corner. Ball played, takes a bounce. Velasquez didn't get a good foot to clear it. CD Sal yanks one down. Referee doesn't call it. CD Sal gets the ball again right at about the 18. A lot of contact. Referee is letting them play. Ball's finally poked away. Mourinho slide tackles, takes a deflection. It will be a throw in for the Owls. The Owls are going to make a substitution here. Coming in for the Owls, number 22, Khalid Weathersby, freshman out of Bowie, Maryland. Weathersby gets his first touch of the day. This is Kungo. He plays it back into Weathersby. Big touch there. Didn't have a chance. The Owls a little bit of time here to be able to do something. Going to play it near side. Ihezu. He tries to split the difference. Instead, he's going to be fouled by Munoz. We've seen Ihezu on the ground quite a bit in the second half. Referee is going to stop the clock. Looks like it might be a cramp situation here. So one of his teammates is going to help stretch him out. Looks like the trainer's going to come on as well. Reminder to keep track of all things Raptors by visiting mcraptors.com. As I was mentioning, Raptors' next home match will be this Saturday at 1 p.m. Be taking on Monroe Community College. You can catch that one live on the Montgomery College Athletics channel. Good news is Ihezu is up and moving. Bad news is he's moving really slowly. It's going to be a free kick here for the Owls. This is number 14, Osman, standing over the top of it. Nobody in the wall. We'll see what Osman does. He's probably going to try to float this one in. Owls only have 3 in the box, though, as the Raptors have 8. There's a hit, and that one just goes wide. That ball played into Bozoki. Kind of just stuck his foot up to hit it with his right. Had plenty of pace on it. Just didn't test the keeper, Langford, at all. And that's kind of been the story here the last 15 or 20 minutes. Langford has had it pretty easy back there in the back. Hasn't been tested much. Aguiman and C.D. Sal have done an excellent job back there in the back. Can this Raptors offense get a goal? You almost feel like if they can get a goal, the floodgates are truly going to open. As our man Dufo finds himself on the ground again. And with that, it's going to be a yellow card. Foul's going to be on number 23, and the yellow is going to be on number 23, Acha Kang. It's going to be our 3rd yellow card of the evening. Mourinho with it on the far side. Not a great pass there. The ball's going to go out of play. Ball played in. Dufo gets a head on it, but we do have an offside flag that's going to go up. Looked like number 33, Ryan Reed, may have been a step or two offsides there. A couple of these injuries have taken a little bit of the intensity out of this one. As Dufo finds Ryan Reed, a shot and a goal! Out of truly nowhere, the Raptors get their first goal of the night. Ryan Reed with the goal. And that one, Miles, honestly, it really felt like it came out of nowhere. Dufo had it. He kind of played it up. Ryan Reed took a touch and just had a little bit of space. He hits that one with his left. It takes a little bit of a deflection, it looked like, from up here. Kind of froze Tahan. I don't think he was ready for it. And that finds the back of the net here in the 78th minute. As the sub, Ryan Reed gets us on the board. Like I said, it felt like the Raptors on a lot of their play tonight, Miles. It's been a lot of build-up, right? It's been a lot of playing it out the back, playing it up, you know, switching the field. This one was kind of just quick. It just kind of happened. The ball came in, bounced around, ended up over at Dufo. He looked up after taking a dribble or two, played it up to Ryan Reed, who really just took a touch, looked, had a little bit of space, hit it with his left. That took a beautiful, looked like it took a little bit of a deflection and froze the keeper Tahan. And the Raptors finally get on the board against this stingy out defense that's been causing them all sorts of problems. I mentioned during the pregame, Miles, that if this Owls team was to beat this stellar Raptors club, they would have to keep it close. They would only be able to give up a goal max, right? And so if you're the Owls, the reason I say that is because this Owls team has only scored 10 goals in 8 games. They are not a team that's been pouring in goals this season, and so this is one of those tall tasks I was talking about. For them to be able to tie this one up, that's asking a lot. So this Raptors team looks to be in a little bit of a flow. Here's Dufo. He rips that one into the guts of Velasquez. Velasquez doing an excellent job sliding over, but he took the full brunt of that shot from Dufo right in the chest. Those absolutely sting. Good news is Velasquez is up. It's one of those things that just kind of stuns you for a second. So we approach the 80th minute here. And we are back underway. How do the Owls respond? And if you're the Raptors, how do you double this lead? You haven't played your best tonight. Sometimes you don't need your best in order to win. So that ball is going to go harmlessly out of play here. Langford with great positioning. Aggieman gets us back underway. Raptors are going to take their sweet time now building out of the back with this 1-0 lead. Here's Goldstone, plays it up. Little two-man action between Goldstone and Herrero. Herrero still has it. Looks like the ball's poked away. Here's Osman. He was injured a little bit ago. He's back in now. The Owls need him and really any sort of offense they can muster. As here's a chance, beat one, took some contact, shoulder to shoulder. Referee's going to say, no, sir, that's going to be a goal kick. You understand that Owls team is going to let the referee hear it, especially after that penalty kick we had earlier in this half that the Raptors were awarded. It's one of those that really felt like it was one of those 50-50 type balls. Call went the Raptors' way. Dufo took that PK and it was saved by Tahan. That kept us at 0-0. And then in the 78th minute, Ryan Reed got us on the board with a spectacular shot. Kerr with it. He falls down. Goldstone has it, plays it to the middle to Kenji. Kenji has the space. He takes it, cuts back in, ball poked away there by Pizzoki. Plays it up, but not a good pass. CD Sal wins it, still battling it. Goldstone doing an excellent job there in that holding midfielder spot, really kind of maintaining the spacing for this Raptors team. As here's Dufo with it. He is going to be whistled for a foul. As we are under 8 minutes to go here, Raptors clinging to a 1-goal lead thanks to the left foot of Ryan Reed in the 78th minute. not sure exactly what is going on here, Miles, as the clock has been stopped and there isn't a whole lot going on. I'm not sure what we're waiting on, or I looked down to look at a couple stats and the referee had stopped the game, and I'm not entirely sure. Looks like it was for a substitution. All right, so Kenji comes off. Mainly, I was utterly confused because I couldn't find a ball anywhere, and the referee just kept blowing his whistle. So, got a stoppage of play here. Ball's being thrown in, so Raptors have it. Aggie man with it. He's going to switch it over to CD Sal. This ball floated here near side. Bruns with a good first touch. He has it stolen, however. Here's Osman. He lays it off. Some dancing here. Munoz goes in hard with a slide tackle. He wins it, but Osman gets it back. He splits the difference, flings it in. Not an owl in the vicinity. It's been one of the things I've noticed throughout the day, though, Miles, is the Owls haven't done a great job of getting guys in the box. That's one of the things they've struggled with, and one of the reasons I think they haven't scored many goals this season is kind of those final passes. When you look, it's a lot of dribbling, and then when that ball's played in, there may be two guys in the box if they're lucky. Here's Dufo. He's got the speed and the space. He's got a man running to his right. He lays it off. A shot played to the middle and a finish! Herrero lays a ball in, and Ryan Reed buries his second goal of the day. Unselfish play there from Herrero, playing that ball in. A beautiful combination between those two young men, and that will double the lead here for the Raptors. Great combination play there as Herrero beat his defender, played it in, and Ryan Reed just drills out on the back of the net. An easy finish. Ryan Reed has come in and done what the Raptors have struggled to do all night, and that's put some pressure on this keeper and test him. And Ryan Reed with a pair of goals here. Bruns lays it off. Here's Laborde. He looks to play that switch out wide, and he does over to Herrero, who has a good touch. Inside to Dufo. Dufo spins with his left. He's going to shoot it, and that's going to sail high. Under 5 to play here. Raptors had a chance in the second half early on with a penalty kick. Great save was made by the keeper, Tahan, and it took all the way to the 78th minute before this tie was broken, as Ryan Reed scored the first goal of the night, and his first of the night, off a beautiful assist from Joshua Dufo. And then a little under 5 minutes later, Ryan Reed nets his second goal of the night thanks to an unselfish and beautiful pass from Herrero. This Owls team offense has been the challenge all season long. It continues to be an issue for them tonight. The Owls have only had 2 shots on goal, and really only one of them really tested Langford, and he was up for the task. Raptors are making a substitution here. Number 25, Pari, is going to come back in. So this lead almost feels insurmountable for this Owls team. As I mentioned, the offense just hasn't been there tonight, and it hasn't really been there all season long. Defensively, they were so good for really the first 60, 65 minutes. Then that Raptors offense and Raptors pressure just really felt like it got ratcheted up. The Raptors were just constantly knocking on that door, trying to get the first goal of the night, and it really came out of nowhere, it felt like. That little combination between Dufo and Ryan Reed in that first goal. A lot of the play for the Raptors, as we're watching right now, is been a lot of big buildup, a lot of playing out of the back, trying to move the ball up a bit at a time. That really ended up being, the ball ended up at Dufo's foot. He took a couple dribbles, found Ryan Reed, who really just took a touch, looked up, and had a little bit of space from about 20, 22 yards out and hit it. Took a little bit of deflection, but I don't think Tahan was ready for that one. And then after that, it really kind of felt like the floodgates may open up for this Raptors team. A team that we've grown accustomed to scoring a lot of goals, especially against unranked teams. All three of the losses for the Raptors have come against ranked opponents. In those three losses, the Raptors have only scored one goal. And I've mentioned the Raptors have scored 53 goals this season. So 52 of those goals have been against unranked teams. So we're used to them absolutely pouring in goals when they're playing teams that aren't ranked, like this Owls team here wasn't tonight. Good pass here. Here's Dufo with his left. Tahan just gets a foot on that one, almost made it 3-0. Really feels like the wind has completely fallen out of the sails here of the Owls as they're just trying to get this game to the 90th minute. One of the things we've learned about the Raptors, though, they will continue to score goals if you allow them. So we inch closer to that 90th minute mark. A reminder, women's soccer will follow this match in approximately 20 minutes. You can catch that one live on the Montgomery College Athletics channel. I'll be on the call with that one, and my man Miles will be on the camera work for the second game of our doubleheader, so make sure to switch over to that channel once this one finishes. So we approach 1 minute remaining here. Raptors able to score 2 in the final 12 minutes. So they may try to grab another right here towards the end of this one. This is Herrero. He's going to kick it back to Bruns, lays it off Laborde. Velasquez steps. Wild looking play there by Paris. Here's Dufo. And that's going to go out of play here for a goal kick. Men's soccer will be back in action on Saturday. That one is at home, so come out and catch that one at 1 p.m. It's going to be a beautiful day for some soccer, so make sure you come out and check that out. So we were getting close to this game being over, but looks like Velasquez has gone down here with a cramp of sorts. If you haven't been out to catch a Raptors match this season, a reminder, the season runs through the end of the month, the regular season that is. Postseason play starts right at the end of the month. Got beautiful weather here the next week or two, so feel free to come out and catch one live here at Montgomery College. Great spot to catch a game. One of the best soccer fields in all of Maryland Junior College, and really I'd probably say the Region 20, maybe even Region 19. Just a beautiful field here, turf field, got amazing LED lights, a great area for spectators, concessions, you name it. It is just a great place to catch a junior college matchup. Good news is Velasquez is up and moving. Bad news for the Owls, though. they are going to drop this one and move to 3-5-1 overall. Raptors are going to move to 9-3 on the season. So I mentioned they've handled business against these unranked foes. It's been that top-tier talent they've struggled with this season. When I say struggle, they haven't gotten blown out in any of those. You know, in one of theirs against Harcum, they lost that one 1-0. Against Daytona State, they lost that one 3-1 and were in it all the way to the end. Or excuse me, 3-0. A couple of red cards and stuff hurt them on that. It's a Raptors team that's got a lot of talent. Did not kind of play down to their competition level tonight. Nevertheless, sometimes that's all you can do. So we are under 10 seconds to go. Ryan Reed's got 2. Can he make it 3? And that one's going to go wide as the buzzer goes off. Raptors take this one 2-0 thanks to a pair of goals from Ryan Reed. The first one in the 78th minute and then his second in the 84th minute. Raptors move to 9-3 overall. Owls move to 3-5-1 on the season. A reminder, keep track of all things Raptors at mcraptors.com. Your men's team will be back in action here at home on Saturday at 1 p.m. Come on out and catch that one or watch it live on the Montgomery College Athletics channel. Women's soccer will be underway here in about 20 minutes. Make sure you switch over to the women's channel to catch this next one. Thanks for tuning into this broadcast. My man Miles on the camera, Caleb Scarborough on the call. We'll be with you for the second game of our doubleheader here starting in about 20 minutes. Until next time, go Raptors.